Total death toll to 17,127. Well, let's cross over to Rome, where we can speak to our correspondent, Giorgia Orlandi. Giorgia, good to see you there. Which regions in Italy have seen the biggest drops in infections?
Hi, Oliver. Well, the north of Italy, in particular the Lombardie region, still remains the epicenter, really, of the outbreak. And this is the most affected area in Italy. But we've seen that the outbreak there is dramatically slowing down. So you could take that as a reference, really, to say that it looks like that Italy has finally turned the corner. And this is quite clear, especially when it comes to the number of new infections, as you mentioned there, not really in the number of daily deaths. These has remained more or less stable, but we've seen a drop in the number of new infections today compared to yesterday. And also we've seen that the infection growth rate has dropped to 2.8%. That's the lowest we've seen in the last few days. The other good news is that the number of patients who are being treated in intensive care units has been decreasing for the fourth consecutive day, and the number of people who are recovering from the infection is also increasing. These are all elements that government officials and experts would need to take into consideration this week when they will need to plan the second phase of the government's response to the outbreak. That means that people will be required to leave with the virus. A few measures will be relaxed as well. Now, there's no indication on when that's going to start. What we do know is that that would involve a complex plan that will be put in place by the government, including contact tracking, but